What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the DS Asylum. I'm your Ward of the Michi Shrine, and today I want to talk about the possibility of the next LF unit. Legends Limited Legendary finish having probably not as good as the Legends Festival unit. Motherfuck! I don't know what that was. We are probably due for a Legends Limited unit next week, just a few days after this video comes out. I don't think they'll wait till the week after. I think we'll most likely be getting a Legends Limited unit next week because we've been getting a lot of Zenkais in a row, and then we just got the All-Star banner. So usually it would be like Step Up All-Star, or Step Up Zenkai, All-Star Zenkai, Step Up. But the past 2 months it was like Zenkai, Step Up, Zenkai, 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 All-Star. So, I don't know what the hell's going on here. It seems as though they just want to change the formula at the beginning of every year. I don't know what the hell they're doing over there, but we should still be getting an LF units within the next week. We're still getting monthly LFs, I assume, so we'll probably get one within the next week. And I've been looking around, seeing what people have been saying they wanted. I watched Goresh's video when he posted it about, asking people what they wanted. And I saw a very common theme, a lot of Tag 17 and 18, and a lot of LF Cooler. And the main reason why people thought that is because of all the Android and LOE buffs that we've been getting. I've said this multiple times. You can't really take what they buff as a hint to what they're going to release, because like with LF Bardock, right? I didn't exactly have the utmost faith that LF Bardock was going to come out, because the last time back in 2021 that we thought LF Bardock was coming out, we got Grade 8 Vegeta. So when they hinted, when the recent releases and everything and all that stuff hinted towards an LF Bardock, we got Grade 8 Vegeta, which is the polar fucking opposite. So I don't really think you can really take the tags that they're buffing and say, oh, we're getting an LF with that tag soon. Like, they've done it before, yes. It's not uncommon that they buff a tag and then release an LF for it. But I'm just saying it's not a 100% of the time deal. I wouldn't be certain that it must be one of those two units just because of the tags they've been buffing. And I don't really think we need an LF Cooler right now. If this was happening like a month ago, then I would have said yes please, LF Cooler, give him a revive. But we already have the revival. We have Revival Frieza. So I don't really think LF Cooler is necessary right now. Would it be cool to get one? Of course, I'd be hyped for it, but it's not necessary. LOE doesn't need him anymore, and Movies sure as hell doesn't need another buff. Which brings us to Tag 17 and 18. You guys know I would love a Tag 17 and 18. I've been talking about wanting a Tag 17 and 18 for a while now. The past couple of weeks, I've been just like, literally, Bandai, do one thing for me and give me an LF unit that has the girls tag. The problem here is, I don't know if they're gonna do it. I just don't. Because, yeah, they got Future, they love buffing Future, but they've also got androids and girls. Two tags that are notoriously shafted in this game. I just don't see them ever actually, wanting to buff the tags. I'm convinced they just don't like women, because you can't tell me that it's because it's not profitable. I mentioned this before, you can make anything profitable. All you have to do is make the tag good and people will summon. It's not that hard. It's a PvP based game. People summon for what's good. There's also another thing with 17 and 18, and people don't want them to be a tag unit. They would rather an assist. And the main reason I've seen for that is because they don't want another Goku Vegeta situation. I'm just going to say this right now. Just because Goku and Vegeta do it does not mean every tag unit is going to do it. It'd be fairly ignorant to suggest that because Goku and Vegeta swap their element factor, that every tag unit that ever comes out is also going to do that. Could they? Absolutely. We only have one. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that they're not, but I'm also not going to sit here and tell you that they are. Saying for 100% certainty that every tag unit will or won't be able to swap their element factor is completely ignorant. So don't use that as an excuse to not get a tag unit, because they don't have to be able to swap their element factor. They can still stay the same element and just get different perks for swapping. It's not that difficult. It really isn't. But other than that, I would absolutely love a tag 17 and 18. They won't buff girls. It's just going to be androids in future. But you know what? The leader slot exists for a reason. God damn it. Fucking leader slot exists for a reason. In terms of color for these characters, I don't actually know. Like, if we got an LF Cooler, what color would he be? Green? Red? Those are easily the two weakest colors on the tag. Like, the Pod Freeze is great and all, but, you know, he's already been thrown off the team. Really, you only ever bring him if you run into Super Saiyans at this point. So, I mean, like, I guess he could be green or red. I still think that Dragon Ball Super Broly Frieza is very, very good. He just can't take a hit to save his life. But other than that, he's still pretty damn good. I don't know. LOE is just in a spot right now where they don't really need the help. At best, they could use a new red unit. So if Cooler came out and he was red, great. But would you really care? Like, realistically, you'd be hyped when you saw him. Maybe you go in for one copy of him, but would you really go in on that banner and try and get multiple copies unless he was just flat out broken? Like, unless this Cooler comes out and he's just wildly busted and he just takes LOE into being the greatest tag in the history of Legends. You know, he just stomps the hell out of Ultra Gogeta, Goku Vegeta, FSK Gohan, Vegito Blue, all of them combined. All of their metas combined do not even pale in comparison to how good Cooler is. I feel like that's how good he'd have to be in order to get anyone to waste enough crystals to get more than one fucking copy of him, because LOE, again, doesn't really need all that much help. Tag 17 and 18 would be the much better unit because their tags actually need help. Like, Future doesn't. Let's be honest here, Future doesn't. But androids, girls, all that nonsense, they 100% do. And in terms of a color for them, I have no idea. Purple? Maybe? What is purple on these teams? Girls has Android 21. But she doesn't really provide anything to the team. So if 17 and 18 can actually provide assets to the team that they need, they can very easily boot the Transforming 21 off the girls' team. Androids also have 21, so same principle. And then Future has Goku and Vegeta, because that's all you ever see. You just see double endurance Goku and Vegeta, like... Technically, Future's purple unit are the blue boys, so I guess purple works. Red works. Free-to-play 21 has the same goddamn problem that the purple one does. She doesn't actually provide anything to her team, so it could be red. The only really viable red unit on Future is Corrupted Zamasu. Really, any color but yellow and blue kind of work. Because androids has 17, Future has Future Gohan and the free-to-play Rose. Girls has Caulifla and Kale, or Android 18 if your balls are big enough, or you're just dumb enough to actually use her. If you're brave or stupid enough to actually use Android 18. And then blue, you have Sword of Hope Trunks. Androids have the blue 18. I'm not going to count the blue 21 because she's terrible. And then girls also have the blue 18. So they're not really hurting. Blue 18 isn't the best unit in the world, but they're not exactly hurting. So, yeah, I would say anything but yellow and blue would work for tag 17 and 18. Whereas Cooler pretty much has to be red in order for him to really make it on the team and get people to summon for more than one copy of him and just keep them in their box after like one season, right? Like they'll get one copy of him, use him till his featured boost goes away, and then they'll just stop. They'll just stop using him. They won't summon for him anymore. 17 and 18, you could probably actually get people to, actually try and get multiple copies of, because they not only help out a lot of teams, but if they're good enough, they can actually bring those teams into the meta. And that's the whole thing that, that's how you make a tag profitable. You bring it into the meta, you keep it there for a while, you build the trust with your player base that this is a prominent tag, so that when you release more units down the line, they will summon for them. That is how you make money. That's how you fucking make money. So, yeah. that's pretty much my thoughts on the whole, cooler or 17 and 18 thing. Obviously, personal preference, I want 17 and 18, but also just for the game as a whole, for the teams that actually need them, I think 17 and 18 is a much better choice than LF Cooler is. Because again, LOE's in a good spot. Androids and girls are not. So let's buff tags that actually need it. LOE needed it, LOE got it. Let's buff some more tags that actually need it and just not touch the Saiyan tag for a few months. That'd be great. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, do make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that join button if you can, it really does help the channel out. All the links you could ever want are in the description down below, and I will see all of you inmates back here at the asylum for the next video. Peace. Why'd I do it forward? It's supposed to go like that. God damn it.